Who's that knocking at your back door? Barbarians. Welcome, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. Thank you guys for stopping by today. We're talking about a strategy called Backdoor Barbarians. Now, the backdoor part of this barbarian attack is the fact that most of the barbs are going to wait and come in after the surrounding defenses are cleared. And this primarily is working with this double bracket style base. So if you're a Builder Hall 5 or a Builder Hall 6, this is another arsenal to put in the tool belt. This is another weapon to put in the arsenal. This is another tool to put in the... You get the point. It's an attack, and it works sometimes. Or if you're Jeremy, Classy, Nick, or Curtis from Night Mode Clash, it works pretty much all the time. These guys, lots of practice doing this attack strategy. And again, like we've seen in other strategies and other Builder Halls, the key is creating that path to the Builder Hall itself. And obviously, the Crusher. Got to get that Crusher out of the way. It will absolutely annihilate and one-shot your Barbarians, severely damage your battle machine. And you can see that Classy on his way to get that left side Crusher out of the way. Archers moving their way in slowly but surely, and with only a couple dozen, it's critical that you're careful about every archer. Spring traps, big mines are definitely unpleasant surprises, have to be dealt with, but if you're careful and you drop just the right number of archers, like we talked about time and time again, 1 for structures like camps and mines, 2 for single cannons, 3 or 4 for the Crusher and the Builder Hall. Right here, the Crusher just about to go down, and Classy has already reached 42% damage, so nearly a 1-star already. As the last of the archers get in there, here comes the battle machine, and get ready for the backdoor Barbarians coming from the opposite side, a couple at the bottom, but most of them from that back door. From the other direction, that's going to help the battle machine tank the roaster. The roaster is down, the barbs move in after that other double cannon and the Builder Hall. It's a bit of a close call right here as the double cannons are still both up. The battle machine taking a lot of damage, but his next target is the Builder Hall after these air bombs. 2 double cannons up. Almost ends this attack, but right here, he gets the Builder Hall down for the 2nd star and a very solid 68% 2-star win. So as the Night Mode Builder Hall mode grows in Clash of Clans, you guys, it really becomes obvious that it's about breaking down and analyzing bases very quickly. And there are a limited number of base archetypes. You've got the box bases, the lithium bases, you've got the diamond bases, and you've got double bracket bases like this. And whenever you've got these gaps that are going to let you get into the core without needing bombers or air units, then it's an opportunity to use some sort of barbarian and archer combination. Right here, this is Jeremy from Night Mode Clash moving in again from the bottom left side of this brackets base. Tell me you guys can see the brackets there. Come on, I'm naming these bases. Are you guys agreeing with these names like lithium, brackets? Obviously the diamond's kind of basic. I mean, come on, you guys let me name the southern teaser back in the day for Clash of Clans, so give me some of these. I enjoy making up names for bases, especially like lithium, the double bracket base, and was it the smiling robot face? No, that one didn't really work out, but well, you get the point. The bug base, that's right, the bug base. I haven't made a video about that. That's my secret base. Nobody knows about that base yet. Wait. Oh, okay, back to the attack. So yes, you can see that Jeremy got the 2nd row of buildings out of that inner core. And now with the archers right here, taking out and finishing that path straight to the Crusher. So now sometimes with this attack, I like to drop an archer on the outside of this wall that will eventually bore a hole in the wall. But right here, most of these buildings are only 1 space in from the wall, so that's really not necessary. But you can see that Jeremy is starting to run low on archers with only 5 left to deploy. Finally, he's got the path open directly to the Crusher, and that is key. So he sends in 4 at a time right here to make sure that this Crusher is completely out of the way. And just like we saw in the last attack, sometimes this comes down to 1 archer or maybe none to spare. And that is one of the tough things about this attack. There's very little room for error. He's going to drop that last archer at the top to try to pick out a structure out there for an extra percentage point or 3. In come the Barbarians in the back door. That is the roaster being tanked by the battle machine. The barbs move in, taking out the double cannon and the archer tower on the right-hand side. And this one working out beautifully. The battle machine does go left after the crusher, but the last remaining barbs are going to get that builder hall down for the second star and a massive 71% 2-star. All right, moving on, we've got another similar bracket style base. This is Nick PVZ from Night Mode Clash facing, again, it's the same archetype base. It's that very similar base where you do have that shorter path to the builder hall from the bottom left. You can see from the top right that that would be an opportunity to move in with your Bombarchian, your Archbearbombian, your Bomb... Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. A similar attack strategy, but using bombers to open up those top walls and approach the builder hall without having to deal with the crusher. This approach obviously involves taking out one of the crushers, and we'll see as Nick works his way in through this first line of buildings, whether he's going to go left or right. I'd say based upon the wall layout, it's more likely he goes around the left-hand side. So 17 archers left. Not the most exciting attack to watch, I have to admit. It involves a lot of patience and precision, and not so much rushing or spamming your units in there like, say... No, I'm not going to say baby dragons. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. All right, so you've got a couple of archers moving in pairs here. Each of those cannons and the archer tower going to take 2 archers each to get out of the way. And again, the second row of defenses is gone. And now Nick can start to clear that final path after the crusher on the left-hand side. But also right here, it's very critical to get these guard hut units out of the way. The last thing you need is a guard hut unit to draw your battle machine in past the other buildings and maybe even to the other crusher right here, as you can see where that archer is pathing. So the archer on the left-hand side, another bonus archer at the top is going to start to work on that structure. And it looks like she is out of range of the long-range archer tower, so that works out well for Nick. That's another free structure out there. 30% damage, and now he can get into and focus on the crusher with 7 archers remaining. It is again going to be close because they're going to target the firecrackers first, but after the firecrackers go down, then obviously, well, okay, hopefully, okay, maybe, possibly. You never know these guys. These archers, I'm telling you, the artificial intelligence is artificially questionable, okay? I'm not sure what's going on here sometimes. Definitely, I'm seeing lots of stuff from you guys saying that these archers are not so bright, clearly related to the Archer Queen of 2014, 15, and 16. All right, so in comes Nick's battle machine, and get ready for the backdoor Barbarians moving in every single barb this time from the right-hand side. And that almost ends in disaster as the battle machine goes after that extra structure. That leaves the Barbarians in the path of the roaster. The barbs get roasted, and he just barely gets that builder hall down with the battle machine. The barbs, all but 2, were annihilated by that roaster. Again, that is not what you want to see happen there. You want the battle machine to grab the attention and tank the roaster, while the Barbarians come in the back door and take out all of the other defenses that are near the builder hall. Nonetheless, Nick ends up with a 68% 2-star. So one of the good things about this attack strategy is that it does have room for error. That was a relatively high percentage 2-star, even though that roaster definitely did not behave as planned. Next up, we've got Curtis D2 from Night Mode Clash, and he is a very innovative and skilled attacker known for unleashing fire and fury on his opponents like none have ever seen before, you guys. That's right, Curtis definitely throwing out lots of different attack strategies, and right here, he is again going to show us backdoor Barbarians on another slight variant. You can see this base is a lot different than the first 3 bases we saw in this video, but once again, that fundamental of the gap leading towards the core is the key to using this backdoor Barbarian approach. So this time, the archers are going to have a much easier time getting to the crusher. As you can see, he still has 16 archers right here as those last low hit point structures are getting taken out. Now, he is going to have to deal with the gold storage, the archer tower Tesla, firecrackers, but as he works his way in right here, he's going to have plenty of archers to get the job done and to get that crusher out of the way before the battle machine moves in. So you can see he's carefully dropping the archers kind of around that outer wall. And that's so that they don't accidentally target the elixir storage at the top left of your screen. If you are to drop those archers out at the edge of that outer wall, they will go directly after that elixir storage, but they've got that funny way of targeting where they're going to go after the structure that is nearest them when they're dropped. And that is exactly what Curtis has done to take care to get those structures down. Now he's got the gold storage out of the way. There goes the Tesla. Now he just needs to get the firecrackers, and then it's going to be last and most important, getting the Crusher down, and he still has 5 archers to get the job done. And as the Crusher finally goes down, watch the targeting of the Barbarians that are going to come in that back door. So the Barbs will come in from the left, the battle machine from the bottom right, maybe 1 or 2 up at the top to grab another structure or 2. But watch as the Barbs come in and wrap around this open wall as it enters into the core. Again, it's that funny AI that you have to take into consideration when you're dropping units. The Barbs are going to want to curl around that wall to the left. The battle machine is going to come in from the right-hand side. And again, watch the battle machine draw the attention of the roaster and the multi-mortar right here. Here come the Barbs after the air bombs. Big pack of Barbs, no mine could take them out right there, much like watching for a giant bomb in a Clash of Clans home village. He saw that there was no mine that could have wiped out every single Barbarian. They do eventually fall to the roaster, but not before he grabs the second star and 53%. So there you have it. Backdoor Barbarians. One more tool in the tool belt. Arsenal, whatever you want to call it. It's always good to have a multitude of attacks ready to go after whatever base you find. If there's another attack strategy you want to share, let me know on Twitter or in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up for the video. Watch me on Mixer. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Full attack.
Galadon, that's a lot of stuff to remember. Can you repeat it, please?